Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks with ADSR. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use sidechain compression in a hip hop beat, but use it in a way that doesn't create a pumping effect, right? So if you guys make hip hop and dance music, EDM music, house music, right? Sometimes you want the pumping effect with the sidechain compression, like with future bass, and other times you don't. So a lot of times in a hip hop track, a trap hip hop track, you don't want a huge amount of pumping, but the sidechain compression can be a great way to open up room for your kick and your bass to sit together and live together better in the mix. So let's check out this demo real quick. All right, so I have a ghost track already set up, and I'm gonna just kind of walk you backwards for what I did. Now, the reason why you wanna use a ghost track, and a ghost track is simply a track that doesn't have any output in the mix, but your DAW is hearing it. Now, the reason you wanna do that is it strips out some variables, and it strips out some inconsistencies with the potential sidechain compressed sound. So if we look at the kick that I use to actually play this progression, some hits are louder and some are quieter, just a couple. But if you're using that kick to trigger your sidechain is gonna be uneven. Some of those hits are gonna sidechain compress more or duck more, and some are gonna sidechain compress less or duck less. And we can see that here with this audio that I've bounced out. This hit right here is a lot louder than this hit, right? So second variable that you can strip out by creating a custom ghost track is the length, the duration of the sidechain compression. I know some of you might think, well, why don't you just mess around with the release settings and the attack settings, right? Well, because every compressor that you use might handle that a little bit differently, right? And you're trying to strip out variables. You're trying to make it very predictable because you don't want that pumping effect. So the easiest way to do this is to create a ghost track and create a very short sample. So what I've done is I copied and pasted this audio to a new audio track and I trimmed it. And then I've muted the output. So we'll play it with it just so we can hear what it sounds like. So it's a very short little wimpy kick. Now that's gonna be great though for the sidechain compression because it's gonna make it almost impossible to get that pumping effect with this. And I don't have to worry about release, and I can get the attack and release settings that I want without having to think, okay, is it grabbing too much of the tail? So if we look at my first kick, right, this is where our ghost kick is stopping. I mean, this is a good chunk of time that would also be reducing the volume and ducking our bass, and that's what contributes to the pumping effect. We don't want that. We just want it to duck a little bit to get it to sit better in the mix. So then you would sidechain compress like normal. You'd go choose the kick, so ghost kick for realsy, and let's play them together. And you can push the ratio up really high. And you're still not gonna get a huge pumping effect, right? I mean, you can get pretty extreme with these settings, but if we go to more of a typical setting, right, we're getting some gain reduction, but we're not gonna get the noticeable pumping effect. Now let's look at that with the actual real kick that was in here. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna swap out our sidechain, what's triggering our sidechain compression. So I'm gonna go up to my compressor and we're gonna do ghost kick. And let's play these now. And we'll solo them so we can hear them together. Right, that's more of that pumping effect. So then you'd have to really start to change your ratio, threshold, and release. So it's just much easier to use a custom ghost kick to get that really tightly sidechain compressed sound. It's great for hip hop. So if you guys have any questions or comments, post those. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any other techniques you like to use to achieve a similar effect or sound, post those in the comments as well. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to get a great discussion started. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.